rounds.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
So Shuck says, I jumped in front of the door to the left of me, and the rounds passed. It was not even 3 or 4 seconds when the firing stopped from him shooting outside. Okay. Now, we don't know he was shooting outside. Right?
How does he know he was shooting outside?
Right. So it was 3 to 4 seconds. All right. Now this is an interesting paragraph here.
This is an apprentice engineer.
Apprentice engineer.
Okay, I want to make that clear to people because this is a guy that is just getting into being whatever an engineer is in the Mandalay Bay. Okay.
He was fixing a water leak with a drill.
Exactly.
That is literally an apprentice engineer, okay?
He was fixing a water leak. My wife doesn't even fix a water leak with a drill.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, hey, I just want to say he had multiple drill bits to help him out, just in case.
Right. That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so he says, I jumped in front of the door, right? When Hasty said, get cover. So I jumped right in front of the door to my left.
Okay.
And the rounds passed me.
Okay.
It was not even 3 or 4 seconds when the firing stopped from him shooting outside to when the rounds started coming down the hall.
That's a weird statement right there, man.
It almost sounds like he was in room 135, doesn't it?
Yes.
Damn, I hate to say that stuff.
As your supervisor, I would say that's a weird statement, man. I'm telling you. And I'm glad you picked that one up.
I think you're an apprentice.
Good job.
You qualify for an apprentice engineering manager in the Mandalay Bay right now.
I do. I can use a drill.
On a water leak?
And a cart. And an elevator.
So he jumps in front of this door.
Right.
Now this is important. He jumps in front of this door. It's only two thing cubby, right? So he's like, rounds. Boom, 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 boom. And they were, basically what he's saying is he heard the shots going outside. 3 to 4 seconds, rounds coming down.
Right.
Now, literally, there were only 33, I don't know, depending on, what report you look at, there was like 33, 35, whatever rounds actually shot down the hallway. Okay. That's it.
Right.
So he hears rounds coming down. Oh, all right. Got it. He says, so I don't think, because there was only 3 to 4 seconds, he hears shots going outside, 3 to 4 seconds, they come this way through the hallway, right?
Okay.
He jumps in front of the door.
Right.
He says, so I don't think that he was reloading or something, like switching guns. I don't know. Now, this is assuming we're Shuck is this very intelligent guy who can see through the door and he sees that Paddock actually has more than one gun.
And he's been shooting outside.
Right. So it's not like,
I mean,
it wasn't like he was switching guns. Okay. That's interesting.
yeah. And here's another problem is it's been 6 days.
Well, absolutely. So he's heard all this stuff.
Yeah. So
and
go
he's
ahead.
talked to Campos.
Right.
So he goes, so I don't know. And the round started coming down the hallway. I got against the door face first, right? So he got against the door face first.
Right.
Now, Campos is actually supposedly got his back.
Right.
Now, if you're looking down the Mandalay Bay, if you're looking down hallway 100,
right.
Campos, according to Shuck, is on the right-hand side. According to the final intel report or investigative report, he's on the right-hand side. According to Campos's 2 sworn statements, the first one says he's on the left.
Right.
And the second one says he's on the right across the hall. Right?
Right.
In 118. From Shuck. Shuck is at 117. Campos, in his second sworn statement, said he was in 118.
Right.
Second or first, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, but he's got 2 sworn statements. One says he was in the right side, right across from Shuck. Another sworn statement of Campos.
It doesn't say right across from Shuck. It says the room number.
That says the room number because it's the room number that the dispatcher said.
Right.
He's on the phone with the dispatcher. The dispatcher said he told me he was in front of these rooms.
Right.
So it's the dispatcher's sworn statement that puts him there. Okay?
Right.
Crazy.
And then but in one of his in one of his statements, I can't remember which one, says he was in front of like room 129 or something.
He was in front of a room on the left-hand side.
Okay. All right.
So anyway,
let's go.
3 different places.
It's crazy.
So he's like hiding like this, and if he literally is on the right-hand side, his back, according to him,
back is on the door. Yeah.
Is on the door. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the little alcove, little
right.
foot thing. All right. Shuck says, I was facing the door.
Okay.
I think that's important. He says, I got against the door face first. Something hit me in the back. All right. So it was later identified nothing hit him in the back. All right. Something may have hit him in the back if he was in room 135. But in the hallway, to me, he was covering himself, But anyway.
Yeah.
So so that's my conspiracy.
That's your not
the facts. Not the facts.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Right.
So he says something hit me in the back. With all the bullets, I mean, hell, something could have hit him in the back.
Right.
Says, I didn't have time to check if I was hit.
Yeah.
I turned around. I grabbed my key fob because we have keys to every room.
Okay.
So Shuck has a master key.
Right.
Let's keep that in mind because it plays a role here in his own sworn statement.
Okay.
He says, I have keys to every room. And I tried to open the door behind me. Well, he said he was face first. Right? So then he says, I turned around. So he's back.
Okay.
Facing the hallway.
Okay. He tried to open the room.
I grabbed my key fob.
Right.
Because I have keys. I tried to open the door behind me.
Right.
But the guest had deadbolted it.
And we would have that interrogation timestamp on there.
It would have said error.
Exactly, because we already know that.
Right?
The other doors did.
It said key card error. But here's the thing, is if you go through, it's room 117, and we'll get to that later on.
Yeah.
If you go through, or when you go through, our previous video
Right.
of the room clearing of the 100 hallway, they actually got in to that room by using the master key. It wasn't deadbolted.
Run. Keep running.
All the way to the end of the hall. All the way to the end. All the way to the end.
Did you hear gunshots? I did. A lot of them. It sounded like hundreds.
Go. I can't hear. 20.
I say one more bang.
No, dear.
Come on. One more bang. Just keep moving.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ready? Let's hold on. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Move.
Back.
Back up, please.
Hold the door.
Your hand.
I got it. Hold it. Hold on. I got this.
Move up.
And the plot thickens.
Anyway, but we know, according to the
Nice.
nanny, okay,
Nice.
according to the
Yes.
nanny,
Yes.
that she couldn't get into 130 because evidently all the doors locked. Who locked all the doors on that floor? And who unlocked them?
Right.
Right? Oh, by the way,
That's actually a great point right there.
Yep.
Electronically, did someone lock all of those doors?
Mm-hmm.
And then after the event was over, unlock them?
Right.
That's a good point. As my subordinate, I will give you a recommendation for promotion.
Hey, I'm going for the gusto on this one. I'm just going to let everybody know that when we get to the Paddock room of 135,
Yeah.
guess what? You know, when he was videoing and had all this stuff, guess what he had in his room that the nanny also used?
What?
A baby monitor, man.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Really?
there's no coincidence here.
Oh, my gosh. This is crazy.
But we'll get to that.
Man,
Little foreshadowing. I love doing that.
that's pretty good, man. That's
All
pretty
right.
good.
So anyway, he goes, I tried opening the door, but the guest had the deadbolt. Okay, thrown. All right, so deadbolt thrown
Okay.
is what we should see on the lock interrogation
Right.
of room 117. Anyway,
Right.
do we have that? No.
Negative.
So anyway, so he says, and I thought, you know what?
Nice. Nice.
If he's coming down the hallway, it's probably better that I don't go inside that room, because then I'm trapped.
Really? Really? You think?
Right. So I yelled over the radio.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, now this is interesting, dude. Shots fired, shots fired.
Okay. No. The dispatcher heard it from Jesus's phone or radio, his
Cell
phone,
phone.
I want to say,
Cell
his
phone.
cell phone,
Mhm.
and actually said after he heard it, there's an active shooter.
Right.
There was nothing from Shuck in the dispatcher's.
Well, he said it. He said it after he tried the door.
All right.
Timestamp.
All right.
He thought, well, you know what? I better not go into that room. So I yelled over the radio, shots fired, timestamp.
Right.
It happened about a second after he swiped the room door, if this is accurate.
If that's accurate, right.
So I'm assuming this blacked out line says Shannon because the first letter is S.
Thank you. Side note.
Thank you, Mr. Unknown. Or
Yes.
Miss Unknown.
Yes,
I don't
it's a
know.
person.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No. It's a person.
So Shannon, my supervisor, had
Right.
said he was on his way over the radio before he knew anything was happening. I said, shots fired, shots fired. Get the police. Do not come down 100 hallway.
Call the police. Someone's firing a gun up here. Someone's firing a rifle on the 32nd floor down the hallway. Copy. Hey, it's on 32. Steven, get out of the way. Steven, make sure you're out of the way. Copy.
32-106 Steven. Security wants to know if you know a room.
It's at the end of the hallway. I can't tell you what room. He looked like he fired down the hallway when I got close to the door.
Copy, so it's down to 100 the hallway, correct?
Security's up here. Where you at? 100 hallway. Don't go.
He says, and then at that time,
At that moment in time,
an interesting use of words, I just thought, wait for him to reload. I was thinking if I could get to, blacked out, I don't know. I don't know if he could walk or not. I'm assuming that's Jesus, right? I was thinking if I could get to Jesus,
right?
I wanted to, this is so funny. It's pathetic, actually. I didn't know if he could walk or not. All right, so he's saying the dude's injured. I don't know if he can walk or not.
And in location wise, he's saying he's at room 117.
Yes.
And dispatch says that Campos is at room what? 118.
118.
It's across the hallway.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now the final investigative report, right,
Oh my God.
puts Campos at around,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Right around there, which would mean that it's a little different, a little farther down.
mhm.
Okay, but it's conflicting. It's conflicting stories again. So this is crazy, man. I would be so mad if I was someone that was there and affected by this whole thing.
Let's just diagram this a little bit. I'm going to show everybody this picture. So Campos says the firing started down the hallway when he passed room 129.
Exactly. I knew right there. I knew that room comes up all the time.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.